guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm continuing Beyonce's summer home, and as you guys can see from the beginning of the video, I added in some pictures, and those are the rooms that we are mainly gonna focus on today. So we're doing the not the master bedroom, oh my gosh, no, the formal dining and the formal living room. So the reason why we are only focusing on those two rooms is because I couldn't figure out the floor plan yet. I've been working the entire day on the floor plan and I only figured out those two rooms and the hallway. I know it's crazy, but I don't have a floor plan and I'm just working with pictures, so I lined everything up neatly, just side by side really, and I try to look at focal points through the windows of the pictures. I know, insane. And I just try and figure out where everything is located. So I found the formal living room, the formal dining room, and I also found two of the bedrooms. So the master bedroom, I found it, but I can't determine the shape yet. And I found a boys' bedroom. I know where that is. And of course, I know where the bowling alley needs to be, but we don't have the bowling stuff pack yet. So as soon as the bowling stuff pack is going to come out, that is going to be the next part that I'm gonna record, because I know where that's going to be. That's going to be in the... oh my gosh, what it's called? The basement. So there's a bowling alley in the basement. There's a skate park in the basement. There's also a, how do you call it? A indoor cinema, but that's not in the basement. But I am thinking about just placing that in the basement anyways, so that we have more room upstairs for bedrooms. I definitely want to try and fit in 10 bedrooms. I mean, 8 is going to be the minimum. There is definitely going to be 8 bedrooms, but I want to try and fit in 10. I think this house has 15 bedrooms, if I'm not mistaken. I can be wrong, because I don't have the information here lined up, but I thought it was like 15 bedrooms, which is going to be too much. I don't think I can add that in, but I think I can really manage 8, probably 10 if I make the indoor cinema downstairs. And we can also add in a spa if we want to. We have an entire 64 by 64 lot of basement that we can use. So I was thinking maybe a spa, of course the bowling area, not the skate park, because I don't know. I mean, I can make a skate park, but it won't be functional. So I do need to think about that. Although I do have some really nice CC items that I can use for a skate park. So yeah, that is something that I'm just playing around with. But I'm definitely gonna work on the floor plan of the basement next, because I am anticipating the stuff pack upcoming week. I mean, probably. I'm hoping. I'm praying. Yeah, I do think so. Anyways, I think that the pack is gonna come this week. So I am gonna work on that floor plan. And if it's not gonna come, then I'm gonna be really sad, you guys. I'm gonna be really, really sad. But then I'm gonna focus on probably the master bedroom next. And I'm gonna wait a little bit with the downstairs floor plan until I figure that out completely. And if I'm not gonna figure it out, I'm just gonna fill it in myself, you guys. I mean, this is a very hard build. There isn't that many photos because it's just a summer home. They don't really live here. I found some really good photos from a real estate agent, but I only have like one angle of every room. From the living room, I have 3 angles, which is nice. And that's why I also started with that. But from the bedrooms and the kitchen, I only have like 1 angle. So it's very hard. But I'm going to try, of course, make this house look as great as I possibly can. You can really, really count on that. But for this episode, I kept it really minimal. We're just doing 2 rooms. And hopefully in the next episode, I'm gonna start that bowling area, because it's gonna be beautiful. I don't know if you guys have seen the bowling alley, but you have just Google this house. It's called the Sand Castle in the Hampton yeah, in the Hamptons. I think this is in the Hamptons. Anyways, it's called the Sandcastle, and you can see pictures of that bowling alley. Oh my gosh, so sorry. Of that bowling alley, and it's so gorgeous, so very modern looking. It's such a big contrast between what I'm doing now, because the entire first floor and second floor is very traditional looking. As you guys can see from the furnishing and from the pictures that I included, it looks so very traditional, so very Hampton-like. But when you go into the basement area where the bowling area and the skate park is, it's very high up, modern, and I love that. I love the contrasts, and if you are a little bit sick of all the traditional, just go into your basement and just check out your bowling area, which is going to be very modern. So yeah, I really like that about this house. It's just a little surprise in the basement, so I'm absolutely looking forward to that. And as you guys know, if you are following me for some time and you have seen multiple builds of mine, I love adding in little surprises in the basements. I just think that is really fun. I mean, in the Selena Gomez celebrity home, I added in a underground library, and then in my, I think it was my vampire home, I added in a underground basement where you can hold your prisoners and stuff like that. So I thought that was really fun. I will link those two videos somewhere here in the screen. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with those builds because there was just a little element of surprise, and I'm gonna have so much fun with the bowling alley. That's like the main room that I'm looking forward to. Anyways, here furnishing the oh my gosh, I wanted to say master dining room, but that doesn't make sense. No, the formal dining room. And as you can see, we are going with a overly blue color scheme. This entire house is overly blue except for the basement. That has more colors to it, but the dining room, the living room, the kitchen, it all has blue and white tones, and that's like a typical color that you see in a lot of Hampton homes. So this is definitely nothing out of the ordinary, and personally I really like it. I think this looks really nice, and if I need to choose, I absolutely love the how do you say it? The foyer, the hallway. I just love that little seating area there with that table, but that's not finished. I still need to add in some more stuff to that hallway, so that's not finished. But the formal dining room and the formal living room that I'm doing right now, that is like 99% finished. Maybe I'm gonna go back there, add in some more stuff, or I'm gonna leave it as is. And also for the landscaping of the outside, that's not done yet as well. I still need to landscape a little bit more of the front yard, but I just really wanted to start on the inside, and the outside I'm gonna do a little bit later on. Maybe I'm gonna do that in the final part, and I'm not gonna record that, but I'm gonna show you guys that with the house tour. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but anyways, that's still in the making. So if you are worried about the front yard, that it looks a little bit bare and empty, don't worry, I'm gonna work on that a little bit more. And for the dog, if you hear that darn dog again, yes, I know it, he's still barking, and it's here in Belgium, it's 7:30 p.m. so it's really late. I mean, my children are gonna sleep 8 p.m. so yeah, this dog just likes to bark the entire day. I can't help it. He won't shut up. I have talked to him. Yes, I did. I went over to his name is, oh my gosh, how you say that? How do you say that name? He has a really strange name, and I cannot pronounce it in English. But anyways, that dog here, I just went over and I went to talk to him and just calm him down. And yeah, he just wouldn't really listen. It agitated him just more. I don't think he really likes me, to be honest. And I think it's because I have been complaining to him a lot. And yes, I am talking about the dog like it's a person. But anyways, yeah, I have been talking to the dog, and I don't think he likes me because he looks at me with that I don't know, he just looks at me like he thinks I'm crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, that's that crazy person again trying to convince me not to talk. But I can talk whenever I want. You know, that attitude. With that kind of face, he looks at me, and then yeah, the conversation is gone. It's gone. Anyways, yeah, this is what I was doing this morning, talking to the dog, and of course I was playing with my children. It's a Sunday here in Belgium, and in Belgium on a Sunday I always like to just take my time and just spend it with the children. So this morning I went and helped my youngest daughter with her arts and crafts, and then later on I went and helped my oldest one with her homework. And yeah, I can't say that the homework part was fun, but the arts and craft part, that was like really fun. So I enjoyed myself so much. So let me know, what did you do on this gloomy Sunday afternoon? I mean, it's now evening, but what did you do in the afternoon or morning? The weather is so gloomy today. It just really doesn't make me feel happy, and it's so strange because the sun was shining the entire week. So from Monday to Thursday, the sun was shining, everything was nice, I was feeling happy. And usually when the sun shines, I always get inspiration to just reorganize my home, and that is what I was doing this entire week. So you haven't seen a video of mine on a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's because I was reorganizing my walk-in closet, reorganizing my office. I know I did say that I wouldn't do anything on my house until I moved, but it's just bigger than me. As soon as I see the sun shines, it's like, oh my gosh, I need to color coordinate my clothing. I need to organize my makeup and stuff like that. So I started out with that, and I finished off with just buying some new pillows, adding in some more color to my office. And with color I mean gray colors, because this office is really pink. This is my formal youngest daughter, her bedroom, and it's fuchsia pink with light pinks and white, which is really nice for a girl's bedroom. But for my office I needed to tone it down a bit, so I did keep the fuchsia wall with the white flowers. You guys might have seen that in my Snapchats. I think that is gorgeous, but I wanted to add in a very dark gray and a light gray just to give it a bit of a contrast, and I think it's coming along real nicely. And I'm not finished yet. And I do think when this is finished, it's going to help me sell the house, because when we are gonna sell it, of course, people are going to come over and look, and I think it's going to be a plus point to have a nice office. So yeah, I do think that's all the work that I'm gonna put into this office is gonna pay off in the end, and it's gonna maybe help potential buyers actually buy the house, because if I were them, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, it's so small, it's so crooked, I would not buy it. But to be fair, I don't really think I'm gonna get that much for this home, which is fine. I just want to move and get it over with. Anyways, here I'm furnishing the living room. I've talked through the entire living room. So the living room has more of a toned down beige color scheme. So this living room does look a little bit different than the real life living room. You might already saw it and compared it with the pictures that I provided at the beginning of the video. So I think this looks actually better, to be honest. I mean, this house is gorgeous on the inside, but it looked a little bit too old-fashioned for me, a little bit too traditional. I mean, this is still very traditional, don't get me wrong, this is still traditional, but I think with the choice of artwork and furnishing, it looks a bit more, I don't know how, I cannot point my finger on it, but it looks fresher to me than a real life home. And I like this more than a real life home. But let me know in the comment section below the video, what do you think about the furnishing that I add in? Does it resemble what is in the real life home, or I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think of it. I always love to hear your opinions. And of course, if you have more information about the home and you are like, Mona, you placed that room all wrong, let me know in the comment section below as well, because I can still change anything in this house. This is not fixed. We still need like to go 4 or 5, maybe even 10 episodes before this is finished, so I can still change anything. So let me know in the comment section below the video if I made like a really large mistake, then I will fix it for the next episode. And yeah, that's like really helpful, because I like my homes to be as accurate as possible. So yeah, we're almost finished. I'm just gonna do the lighting here, maybe add in some pillows. I think I still need to add in the pillows in the living room, so we're gonna add in pillows and some little items, and then we're all finished with this build. So yeah, if you liked the video, don't forget to place your likes, of course. And yeah, if this is the first video that you are seeing from me, don't forget to subscribe and of course watch part 1. So I hope that you guys have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Thank you.